Hi everyone, great to see you. Where are we? We've come 12 miles, 15 miles outside Edinburgh. We've come to Queensferry. Now, where are we? We're going to Down the Hatch. Now this is a Canadian diner, but it does specialise in breakfast, and it has got a full Scottish breakfast on there as well. So I am dying to try a full Scottish breakfast, and I'm interested to see what the old Canadian edge to it is, because I've got loads of people that watch from Canada. Hello, how are you? Right, as always, I've got to tell you, there's bridges everywhere. The Forth Bridge is over there, you've got a bridge there, it's Bridge Central, there's no doubts about that. As always, let's give it a go. Come on, exit this way. Here I am in the outside area. I've got to say, really like it. There's loads of wood around the place. It's got heaters as well, so as you sit out here, and obviously it's a little bit chilly, but it's not actually that chilly. It's not as cold as I thought, but I like the actual feel. Toilets are actually around the corner, but if you want to sit inside, it's got a nice seating area as well. I'm just looking up, and Robert the Moose is on the loose. They've got a moose, moose's head. Robert the Moose or Robert the Bruce? Well, a little bit disappointed. I wanted to try a poutine, which is Canada's unrivaled national dish. However, I'm here too early. They're only doing breakfast. Take a look down the breakfast. You can have a Canadian skillet, but I'm here and I want to have the full Scottish. And I want to have their full Scottish skillet. That obviously comes on a hot skillet. That's £13.25. But what comes with it? Smoky, streaky bacon. 2 link sausages, lawn sausage as well, black pudding, haggis, hash browns, a tatty scone, grilled tomato, fried egg, baked beans served in a cast iron skillet with toast and butter, and no mushrooms. I like Scottish breakfast already. But as you take a look down, you know, French toast, pancakes, they've got children's menus there, vegetarian choices, all the rest, and I'm going to turn it over. And onto the cold drinks, they've got teas, espressos, you name it, cappuccinos, everything there. I'm just going to go for the breakfast tea, and that is £3. Talking of which, actually, my tea's arrived. Comes in a mug and a tea bag. That's simple. See you soon. Actually, I need sugar. Lots of milk. Ten minutes later, it's arrived. A bit disappointed. I thought it was, you know, my drama. I thought it was going to be a real hot, sizzling skillet, but it isn't. The other thing that lets it down is the presentation. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? I'm going to move you guys off. A little bit of toast there, but you've got the beans chucked in the middle on top of the egg. I don't like that really, but yeah, let's move all that there. Just walk around the ingredients. The haggis is there. Black pudding, lawn sausage, tomato, beans, the egg, the tatty scone, a couple of the sausages. First impressions, they look a little bit catering. And then you've got some of the streaky bacon. 1, 2, 3 pieces of streaky bacon and some toast there. Just basically, it's just basic bread cut in half with a couple of the butters. Hasn't blown me away, I've got to be honest. Oh, you stay there, please don't fall on the ground. The last time I had a skillet was at Paolo's. Now he put the beans separate, and I can see why, because it is, look, it's just creating a bit of a slop on the plate. About the flavours, let's dive in. Let's see how the egg's cooked. Let's start there. So it's there. Yep, enough runniness in there. Just slightly over, but hey, it's slightly over. It's slightly over. It's not gonna change the world. I'm going to say it's hot, nice and hot. Now the sausage, as I always say, makes the breakfast. Reserve judgment. I will reserve judgment. Looking around there, you can see it's been on the griddle. That one's a little bit over. Very clear inside them. There's no herbs or anything. They're just catering sausages. They're called link sausages, but nasty. They're not quality, that's for sure. Let's move on to the lawn. Now, lawn, obviously square sausage. Square. But just come back in here again and just see what I mean with these beans. I've got them everywhere. So whatever you're tasting basically is sausage and beans, black pudding and beans, hash brown and beans. Let's hope you've got a bit more flavour. That is miles better than that. However, that's pretty poor. The lawn sausage is quite average. There's not a lot of flavour. The texture is quite tough. If you take a look at me cutting into it, it's quite hard. Now, lawn sausages come from Argyll, but the last time I had anything like this, what was that? Parlo's again. Big difference here. They look very similar, but these were made in-house, and they were bursting with flavour. These are quite bland, and again, you can just see it. They're just very bland. Right, onwards and upwards. I like the thickness of that black pudding, and I do like the thickness of that. So let's cut in. Yep. Nice and gently. Open it up there. Nice and hot. Brilliant. That is brilliant black pudding. Now I'm getting excited again. There's a real smokiness in that black pudding. It hits the back of your throat there. It's the pepper that's in there. It really comes in. That is fantastic black pudding, I'm telling you. Now, that has got me going again, because I was sitting there, I was like, oh gosh, the egg was okay. Such a disappointment. The dreaded hash brown. That does get the thumbs up. Crunchy. It's just a catering one. You can see that it's not made in-house or anything, but it's done well. I'm going to move the Tatiscon over there. Now onto this bacon. 3 pieces, streaky bacon. Do you know what? That's actually more like maple bacon. That's the overriding flavour I'm getting. There's a bit of maple in there. It doesn't say that on the menu. I do like that. It's cooked absolutely the way I like it. Again, it's not too crispy. Sometimes when I have the streaky bacon, you go bang and it snaps in half. I think that's completely overdone. This isn't. I think it's cooked perfectly well. I'll tell you what. I started this breakfast completely the wrong way around. Because as I'm going into the second half, I was like 2-0 down in the first half, and I'm now 4-2 up. So I'm quite pleased. The Tatiscon, tell you what it is, it's just potato and flour. But this looks again more like a catering one. But Let's try you first like that. What's better? Hash brown or a tatty scone? Scone. Not getting in that debate. All day long. That's far better. Beans. They taste identical to the beans I had with the sausage, the lawn sausage, the hash brown, and that. They're just beans. But they're all over. I'm saving the haggis till last. It's a small little slither of tomato. It is what it is. Here we go. It's haggis time. Take a look in there. Now, would you say that is the most appealing on the eye? Definitely, definitely, definitely not. Flavour though. It's very similar. The overriding flavours I'm really getting is barley and black pepper. There's a lot of black pepper in there. It is, how can I say, an acquired taste. There's no doubts about that. But I will tell you that it is my taste. I really like it. It's the flavour. It's a tiny bit on the dry side, and that's the way it's come out. But that, it doesn't look it, but it is. Now I'm going to have it with this tatty scone. That is good. That is really good. The last time I had haggis, it's funny enough, the last time I was up here in Edinburgh, 8 years ago. Really liked it then. Wow, really like it now. Robbie Burns, who's a very famous poet, who always has his poem kind of said over haggis. You'd be quite proud of that one. That one's good. No doubts. That is good. What do I think? I think I need to try the toast in a sec. I wish I'd started in reverse, but is it a consolation? Is it an equaliser? No, not really, because some of the key parts of it is, you know, I think a sausage really makes a breakfast, and they are a little bit on the disappointing side, to say the least. But what I'm going to do, finish up and then give you my final thoughts. First Scottish breakfast on the channel. I'll tell you now, it doesn't beat Parlo's at all. No chance. Yeah. No, I'm going to take my time, and I'll give you a little view of some of these bridges over there, and give you my final thoughts and final score. It's a nice cuppa. No problem with that. But should that be included in the price? Anyhow, onwards and upwards. Cheery up. Come on. Get going, get going. Bit more tea. Cheers. Come on, haggis, get in here. Down the hatch. Did it go down the hatch? Well, it did eventually, but was it really good? Before I do that, take a look behind me. The very famous Forth Bridge. Wow, 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 wow. That is incredible. We'll see a train actually going across there as well now. So yeah, still in use. Then you've got another bridge here. And if you come over this way, we have another bridge there. I think I'm going to be going over one of these very, very soon, because I'm on my travels. Beautiful. Bit hazy, but it's not cold. And that breakfast wasn't cold either, but was it good? I'm going to start with the sausage. Well, no, I'm going to start with the beans because the beans actually overtook the flavour of absolutely everything. They were chucked into the middle. So everything I picked up, beans, 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 beans. Drive me crazy. But the sausages, they weren't good quality. You know, they were catering sausages then. They weren't good. The lawn sausage as well, I had real high hopes for that. But again, very little flavour within that. And I said in the review, go back to Parlo's, he made his in-house and they were full of flavour and that was incredible, absolutely fantastic, herbs in there, everything. So no, they were the disappointment. The egg was okay, it was just on that point, but again, not going to criticise that at all, but eggs and beans. The tatty scone, that was better than the hash brown, I like that was okay. Black pudding, that drove it up, that really drove everything up. I like that black pudding. The haggis, oh yes, yes, yes. Brought back some fantastic memories for me. Tomato was a bit disappointing. The bread, the toast, but that was just ordinary bread cut in half. That was okay. Should mushrooms be on a breakfast? I'm happy they weren't, but should they have been on there? The thing that's amazing is this place has got amazing reviews online. You know, it's got fantastic reviews online. Okay, I've gone to a Canadian restaurant to have a breakfast, but yeah, it was the reviews that got me. Onto the bill. It's simple. It was $13.25 for the skillet and £3 for the tea. Should that have been included? Maybe, maybe not. $16.25, no service charge. I did leave a tip because the service was excellent. Marks I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5. I can only give it a 5. It was a bit disappointing, to be honest. And maybe a bad day at the office, who knows? And I really hope it was a bad day at the office, but I think some of the ingredients need elevating. You know, there wasn't a huge amount of quality there. Right, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, you know I always appreciate that. Have you actually been here? If you have, let me know. Until next time, on my travels, which bridge shall I take? Oh, I wasn't going to take any if I fell in that hole. I think it's going to be this one over here with all the cars on it. Until next time, bye-bye. Right, come on in, let's get this car going.